Off the Board of Management. One moment, please. I can see all of you out here. I just can't see the words. Stand here. How about now? I couldn't see that either.
Are you good right now?
As you look around the room today, you may see many new faces. Generally, we average about 80, sometimes 90 people for Board of Management. This year we have 114.
We'll have this in here just in case.
If you're serving
But it's a
as
map,
chapter regent, vice regent, district director, a state chair of a committee for the first time, or it's your first time attending Board of Management, would you please just stand? Thank you, ladies, for stepping up in leadership with your chapter, with your districts, and with the state. At this time, I would like to present the honorary state regent, our valuable mentors who have provided years of service, dedication, and support to this organization. They continue to serve and advise and help smooth the path for all of those that come after them. Please stand as you are introduced, and please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Betty L. Hart, Honorary State Regent, could not be here today, but she did send a note and asked me if I would express her love and best wishes to all of you. The Honorable Ann Bush, past member of the Arkansas Legislature, past Vice President General, and Honorary State Regent. Susan P. Veal, Honorary State Regent. Terry Bethke, Honorary State Regent. Mary Lee Schultz, Honorary State Regent, could not be here. Sue T. Thompson, Fern, Fern W. Taylor, Honorary State Regent. Mary Lee Schultz, Honorary State Regent, could not be here. Sue T. Thompson, past Vice President General and Honorary State Regent, could not be here today. Joanne Cooper, Honorary State Regent. Mary Deere, Honorary State Regent. Janelle Mongo, Honorary State Regent and currently the Reporter General. And our Jerry Townsend, Honorary State Regent. And our newest Honorary State Regent, Gretchen McGee. Thank you, ladies. These ladies' dedication and service continue to guide our organization. Will the corresponding secretary please send a card to those who are able to attend? Is Honorary State Regent Gretchen McGee in the room? Okay. Stephanie, would you step out and ask Honorary State Regent McGee to come in, please? Madam Honorary State Regent, would you please come forward? The members of that are here that served on Madam Honorary State Regent Gretchen McGee's executive committee, please stand. Okay. Madam Honorary State Regent, on behalf of your executive committee, I'd like to present you with the official Honorary State Regent pin. It's our gift to you. Thank you for your service. May you wear it many years to come and in good health. Madam Honorary State Regent also received a certificate at Continental Congress from the Page Committee for having served 10 years. At this time, I'd like to present your executive committee, the officers of your state society. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing until all have been presented. I am Gail Markley, your state regent. Charlie Manning, your state vice regent. Marcia Day, your state recording secretary. Carol Rudder, your state corresponding secretary. Again, skipping. Vivi Allen, your state chaplain. Belinda Jones, your state organizing secretary. Mara Collin, your state treasurer. Ann Phillips, your state registrar. Angie Dennis, your state historian. And Becca Smith, your state librarian. Robin Yates is your state parliamentarian by appointment. Please give these ladies a round of applause. Ladies will do a great job in fulfilling their duties and serving our state. As most of you know, at the State Arkansas Society was extraordinarily honored and delighted to have one of our own, Janelle Longo, now serving as a National Executive Officer. Madam Reporter General, would you please stand and be recognized? Is also honored to have several members serving in nationally appointed positions. Please stand as I call your name and hold your applause till all have been introduced. State Development and Revitalization, Janelle Longo, Reporter General. Conservation Division Vice Chair, South Central, Barbie Peters. Constitution Week Division Vice Chair, South Central, Frances Rankin. DAR Scholarships, National Vice Chair, Mildred Nutting Nursing Scholarship, Gail Markley. DAR Scholarship Division Vice Chair, South Central, Dina Reynolds. DAR Service for Veterans, VAVS National Vice Chair, Kathy Balkman. DAR Service for Veterans, Division Vice Chair, South Central, Jackie Armstrong. Flag of the United States of America, Division Vice Chair, South Central, Betsy Barnes. Lineage Research, Lineage Support Application, Sherry Coley. Lineage Research Regional Specialist, Region 4, Carol Roth. Literacy Promotion National Chair, Allison Holland. Literacy Promotion National Vice Chair, Barry Hardin. Literacy Promotion Division Vice Chair, South Central, Kathy Tynes. NSDAR Technology Support National Vice Chair, Charlie Manning. President General's Project National Vice Chair, Congress Sales, Marcia Day. And Service to America National Vice Chair, Gretchen McGee. Thank you. The following members have been recommended for NSDAR appointments to the Veterans Affairs Voluntary Services, VAVS. Would you please stand as I call your name and remain standing until all have been recognized? The VA Medical Center here in Little Rock, Representative Kathy Bachman. Deputy Representatives Jackie Armstrong, Judy Baker, and Dorothy Kennan. Veterans Healthcare Systems of the Ozarks in Fayetteville, Representative Gretchen McGee, and Deputy Reps Frances Rankin and Marcia Day. Thank you, ladies, for your service. Have I missed any appointees? Thank you all, ladies, for your service to our National Society. Now, again, give them all a round of applause. Article 5 of the Arkansas State Bylaws reads, Section 1, the state society shall be divided into 5 districts. Each will entertain the state conference in succession every 5 years. The districts shall be number 1, Northwest Osage, number 2, Northeast Shawnee, number 3, Southwest Caddo, number 4, Central Isquapaw, number 5, Southeast Watasika. And now I would like to introduce those district directors. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing till all have been presented. Osage District Southwest, Barbara Lewis, Northwest, Shawnee District Northeast, Dina Reynolds. Caddo District Southwest, Belinda Meacham Jones. Quapaw District Central, James Spears. And Watasika District Southeast, Nani Carroll. Thank you, ladies. At this time, I would like to recognize and thank Cynthia Chloe Elliott and Colleen Cook, VIS co-chairs, Sharon Whitledge and Taylor Hay for their extraordinary work on the yearbook and the websites. You can pick up yearbooks in the old mill room, which is just off the lobby there. And also in that room are sales for the DAR room note cards for the old, that proceeds go to the DAR room in the old State House. And junior sales are also located in the old mill room. My thanks to Elizabeth Redmond, Board of Management Coordinator, our pianist, Lynn Wiggers, Stephanie Taylor, and who you met earlier, and also to Dina Hopper. Now, if you notice, Elizabeth Redmond happens to be my daughter, Stephanie Taylor happens to be Fern Taylor's granddaughter, and Diane happens to be Charlene's daughter. So if you're following the pattern here, if you're our child, or our grandchild, you're working. As it should be. Thank you, ladies, as well. Our attendance report will be given by Marcia Day, recording secretary. Marcia.
The attendance report for the Arkansas Society Daughters of the American Revolution Board of Management meeting dated August 27, 2022 is as follows. Executive Committee, 11. Board of Consultants, 9. National Officers, 1. National Appointees, 9. District Directors, 4. National Chair, State Chair, 48. Chapter Regents, 31. Chapter Vice Regents serving in place of Regents, 5. Non-voting members and guests, 23, for a total of 115 members, attendees.
Thank you, Marcia. Attendance report for August 27th, 2022. Executive Committee, 11. Board of Consultants, 9. National Officers, 1. National Appointees, 9. District Directors, 4. National Chairs, State Chairs. Those are state chairs of national committees and state committees, 48. Chapter Regents, 31. Chapter Vice Regents, serving in place of Regents, 5. Non-voting members and guests, 23, for a total of 115.
Madam State Regent, I'd like to amend that.
We have an amendment.
I took roll when we gave the district directors, all 5 are present. I have
One correction, all 5 district directors are here. So does that change our total then to 116? All 5 district directors are here. Any questions? Thank you, Marcia. Article 7, Section 4 of the Arkansas bylaws states that 15 members of the board shall constitute a quorum. The chair declares a quorum present. The minutes of the last Board of Management meeting held March 17, 2022 were approved by committee. With your permission, I have asked Mary Deere, Brenda Barham, and Deborah Lewis to approve today's meetings. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? The ayes have it. I'll now ask Marcia Cowan, Mara Cowan, State Treasurer, to report on the current finances of the State Society. Mara?
I do have copies if anybody wants to see the details. I'm just going to highlight the first couple of pages with the main numbers. And this is from January 1st through July 31st. And I'm going to do it to the nearest dollar. The general fund currently has in it $51,328. The Sesquicentennial Fund has $4,252. The DAR room has $49,095. The Student Scholarship Fund has $115,870. Clubs and districts have $38,668. So our cash assets total $259,213. We have also fine arts assets of $92,451. So the total assets of our society is $351,664. And then I just wanted to highlight a few of the things just to let you know how generous y'all are. Some of the largest amounts in our receipts were for State Regent Project McGee, $6,728. The Veterans Kitchen Project, and this is just January through July, $13,043. You're very generous, thank you. And some of the disbursements, again, we have paid to the NSDAR $4,584, and we paid out January through July for the Veterans Kitchen Kits, $9,583. And this is a number that I think Gretchen McGee may be proud of. The State Regents Service Dogs of Distinction was $27,655.
The report will be filed for financial review. Thank you, Mara. Marcia Day, State Recording Secretary, will read the recommendations of the Executive Committee. The Executive Committee met last evening in the Old Mill Conference Room of this hotel. Marcia?
The first recommendation is to reimburse the state regent for the general fund for purchase of sale items once state regent project sales exceed costs of products purchased.
The rationale. Each state regent uses her personal funds to purchase the promotional items up front that she will sell to earn money for her state regent's project. This is a reimbursement of those personal funds once the state regent's fund sales exceed the cost of the products purchased. You have heard the recommendation of the Executive Committee. Are there any questions? If not, all in favor of the recommendation, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and the recommendation is adopted.
The second recommendation is to transfer the balance of the Betty L. Park Sesquicentennial Fund to the DAR Room Savings Account.
The rationale. This fund has had no activity in several years. As such, the monies monies must be transferred from the general fund annually to avoid banking penalties. Mrs. Hart was aware of the banking penalties and has expressed her desire to have the funds moved to the DAR Root Savings Account to eliminate this issue. You have heard the recommendations of the Executive Committee. Are there any questions? There being none, all in favor of the recommendations, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and the recommendation has been adopted.
The third recommendation, to complete the scanning of the first ASDAR yearbook, 1909 to 1910 through 1970, using the scanning services of Vital Records Control and posted with viewing access to all members on the ASDAR Members Only website. The scanning project to be completed by the 31st of December, 2022.
The rationale: the ASDAR yearbook scanning projects, years 1971 through 2021, was done during the McGee administration. It's available for viewing on ASDAR Members Only website. I hope many of you have looked at it. This project will complete the entire collection of yearbooks. A quote of $2,300 has been given by Vital Records Control to scan those remaining yearbooks. Honorary State Regent Sue Thompson graciously funded the first half of the project with monies from her state regent's project. She has agreed to fund the completion of the scanning project under the condition that the cost does not exceed $2,500. And that the ASDAR yearbook scanning project would be completed by the end of this calendar year. You have heard the recommendations of the Executive Committee. Are there any questions? Janelle Longo.
Madam State Regent,
Janelle.
there are some missing. Are those going to be covered or?
We have a chapter that has almost all of the yearbooks in their possession, and they have brought copies of those to me today. Charlene Manning and I have gone to Vital Records Control to check, and we know what years are missing. After we check the box that we have in storage against those that were brought to me today, if we are missing any, I will put the call out to our membership to see if those may be in possession of one of our members. Thank you.
Madam State Regent.
Cindy.
Smith, John Percival Chapter. What happens if they don't get the records scanned in by the end of the year?
The timing is not an issue according to Vital Records Control. And the $2,300 was a high-end estimate. So this part of it cost a little bit more than the original project, only because of the fragility of those very old books. Any other questions? You have heard the recommendations of the Executive Committee. If there are no further questions, all in favor of this recommendation, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. The recommendation has been adopted. Thank you, Marshall. I am pleased to see so many of you here today as we prepare for a new DAR year. What a great 131st Continental Congress we attended. And there was wonderful representation throughout the week with 48 Arkansas daughters in attendance, sometimes together, sometimes at different times. A special thanks to Janice Duffy and Charlene Manning for overseeing the ASDAR bus trip to DC, and to all the daughters who were in attendance. On Sunday, July 3rd, 2022, I received my sash from Honorary State Regent Gretchen McGee and took the oath of office alongside my dear friend Charlene Manning. Several of my family members and special friends were in attendance. Many of you and many of them also watched from home. I am humbled by the honor to serve. Excuse me. I didn't do this when I rehearsed it. I'm humbled by the honor to serve, and I do not take this responsibility lightly. We were all able to see firsthand the completely renovated and restored House Beautiful that belongs to all of us. I encourage you to talk with those who were in attendance and to get their perspective on the week. You can also go online to the Daughter's website, the national website, and read about all of the events in the Congress Herald. Pamela Edwards Rouse Wright of Texas was elected and installed as the 46th President General of our National Society on that same Sunday. President General Wright grew up in Pine Bluff, so while she is a Texas daughter, we count her as an honorary Arkansas daughter. Mrs. Wright's theme for her 2022-2025 administration is Celebrate Stars and Stripes Forever. Rejoice in our DAR ties of service and friendship. She shared the goals of her administration, which are to celebrate our nation's rich history and diversity of experience upon the threshold of America's 250th anniversary, to promote belonging throughout our membership by acknowledging with gratitude and friendship each member and her dedicated service to God, home, and country, to propel membership growth by welcoming all descendants of American patriots while retaining our treasured daughters, to encourage and support projects and service opportunities for every chapter to highlight historic preservation, education, patriotism in unique, local, and impactful ways, to maintain the financial stability and maximize operational effectiveness, and to recognize and appreciate the dedicated staff at the National Society. The Wright administration has introduced several new programs and projects, and I encourage you all to go onto the NSDAR members-only website and read about those, and they were also featured in the NSDAR newsletter. The America 250 Committee has set up several exciting new projects to promote the upcoming milestone celebration. The new Stars and Stripes 250 celebration grants are just one of the many sparkling initiatives that are planned. All chapters are eligible to apply for this $500 grant to be used to promote DAR within your own communities during the nation's 250th anniversary celebrations. Mrs. Wright also suggests that some states might choose to pool all of those resources and do one big statewide project. And we'll have more discussion about that in the coming months. Think about that. We have 40 chapters. If we pooled all that money, what we could actually do to promote God, home, country, and celebrate this nation's 250th anniversary. The Reporter General's office reported that they printed over 17,000 award certificates for distribution to states, chapters, and individuals. I'm proud to deliver 175 of those to Arkansas Daughters. A full list was posted in the Arkansas ASDAR newsletter, and I'll distribute those later today. There were 11 amendments to the NSDAR bylaws that were proposed, voted upon, and passed at the 131st Continental Congress. Some of those amendments were simply updates in language, and they were used so that we could include virtual meetings in situations where in-person meetings were not possible, and to allow for electronic voting. Other amendments were to eliminate and require the endorser signatures that we have on the bottom of the application forms. When we complete applications for new members, the forms required in the past 2 endorser signatures. Those endorser signatures are no longer required, but it is optional if you want to do that. Sometimes when a mother signs her daughter, she likes to sign her daughter's application, and that'll be fine. But many times our members don't know anyone personally in the chapter, so that won't be an issue anymore. And signatures are no longer required at all, endorser signatures, for the members at large application. Amendments to increase national dues from $42 per member to $45 was passed, and an increase of member at large dues from $58 per member to $62 a member. Life memberships increased from $1,200 to $1,300, and all of the amendments passed are currently in effect. Since Congress, I have attended the Watasika and Osage district meetings, and I look forward to meeting with many chapters who've already invited me to attend meetings over the next 3 years. The theme of my administration is "A journey of service should always lead you home." I selected the state flower of Arkansas, the apple blossom, as my symbol of home. There is a bee featured on the apple blossom to bring light to another area of focus, conservation. Unfortunately, I do not have my pins available yet for sale. They are somewhere in the manufacturing and shipping abyss out there in the world. I hope to have them sometime within the next year. I did get an update on Thursday with a personal call from President General Wright, apologizing for them being in the abyss somewhere, and saying that she is overseeing that project herself. So I feel confident your Arkansas State region will have a pin at some point. You've seen the illustration. I hope it's up there for you all to see. My state regent's project is the Veterans Village of Jonesboro and the Arkansas Veterans Homeless Alliance. Many of you are familiar with the VA's Homeless Alliance. In fact, Honorary State Regent McGee did a service project at the 2022 state conference by making kitchen kits. And there was such an outpouring from all of you that the project spilled over and additional kits were able to be made. And they just completed this project last week. You may have seen pictures online. However, you don't likely know about the Veterans Village of Jonesboro because it's the first of its kind in the state. The 13 counties that make up northern and eastern Arkansas are not served in general by the VA programs of Arkansas. The veterans in these counties are served by Memphis, Tennessee, and Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Hundreds of veterans in these counties live below the poverty line. Many are homeless. The Veterans Village of Jonesboro serves those who are homeless. It's not like other veterans villages that you may be familiar with around the state. This Veterans Village is not part of a veterans system. The Veterans Village of Jonesboro was built and operates on grants from the National Housing Trust Fund, the City of Jonesboro, and private donations. There are 7 single-family units of 550 square feet for individuals and 2 two-bedroom units of 950 square feet for families. Each home comes new and is furnished with everything from the furniture to the kitchen utensils to the waste baskets and everything in between. It's a cyclical program moving veterans in and out over an 18-month period or less, depending on their needs. During that time, veterans will be assisted by professionals who will help them locate every resource they need. These resources may include but not limited to medical, psychological, educational, vocational, and permanent housing, because every journey of service should lead you home. We've spent much of the last 2.5 years somewhat secluded from one another out of necessity, and we've all learned a new definition for the word Zoom, and we've learned how helpful Zoom can be. To that end, all of your state officers have or will host workshops for their counterparts within your chapter. The workshops will be offered twice within the same week in order that members who might choose, they'll choose what works better on their schedule. The chapter treasurer, Mara Collin, assisted by Charlie Manning, have already completed workshops. The workshops take place at 6:30 on Tuesday, and if that doesn't work for your schedule, at 9 o'clock the following Saturday morning, or you can attend both. If you miss something, they're also recorded, and the question and answers and all of that are posted on the website. But unlike what we've done in the past, because we didn't have the technology to do so, every officer, so we will have a workshop for historians, for librarians, for chaplains, for recording secretaries. We will have those all, and we hope that you will all participate. The treasurer's workshop may take two, but the first one that they've done focused on membership renewals. You may know them as dues. However, the term membership renewal is something that the National Society uses, and it's somewhat more palatable. We tried it in my local chapter last year, and we had an outstanding return. The next set of workshops will be the week following Labor Day, and we'll post more about that. But additionally, we want to come to all of you. We want to take this show on the road. Arkansas State Society has a deep bench, to use a sports metaphor. We have members who are trained in all areas. They're ready, willing, and able to assist you. If your chapter has a new registrar and is having difficulty keeping up with or processing new member application, give Ed Phillips a call. She's the state registrar. Call Donnie Carroll, who's chairing the state application team. We have teams of people available to help you in every area. Did you receive an AIR? Who knows what an AIR is? Additional information required. They used to be called have written. Either thing you call that, it's not good. But if you get one of those and you're not really sure how to respond to it, which is usually the case, because if you knew how to respond to it, you would have sent that documentation the first time, right? Well, if you get one of those, contact Christina Trudrowski. Christina, stand, please. Christina is the Lineage Research Chair. And do you know what the job of the Lineage Research Chair is at the committee? It's to help clear up those errors. So if you've got some and they're just lurking out there on e-membership and you try to pass over them because they bring up such bad feelings for you, I know how that feels. As a chapter registrar, I know that feeling. Christina will help you out. So give her a call. We represent different chapters, but we are a team. NSDAR is the world's largest women's service organization. We serve together. We all bring different talents to the table, but we are all equally valuable. Let's acknowledge with gratitude all members, embrace our differences, and find value in them as we work together over the next 3 years. At this time, we're going to hear from some presenters for the day. You've heard enough from me. First up, we have Jay Spartan. of the CAR and the grandson of Senior President Kathy Carter and the son of photographer Tanya Barnum. Do you see that pattern again? And Jace just started his freshman year of college at Arkansas Tech University in Russellville last week. Jace.
Madam Secretary. Hello, my name is Jace Barton. I am your 2022 to 2023 Arkansas State President of the National Society of the Children of the American Revolution. Before we really get down to business, let me introduce myself. I'm from Harrison. In high school, I played football, soccer, threw the shot put and the discus, and shot trap for the school's team. In both football and trap, I was a captain. I was also in Boy Scouts for my entire life. I'm an Eagle Scout from Troop 16 Harrison, and the current visual chief of the Washington-Washville Lodge in the Order of the Era. I'm currently a freshman Parks and Rec Ranger at Arkansas Tech University. My ultimate goal is to become a park ranger in law enforcement in the Buffalo National River. My experience with the Daughters of the American Revolution includes everything from helping my local chapter set up tables to putting out wreaths for Wreaths Across America. Now I'm lucky enough to even have been a squire at the 2019 Arkansas State Conference. My theme for my state project is to clean up public parks. Everything from national parks to local city parks. Every piece of trash picked up is less litter polluting our beautiful public parks. I also created a pin. You didn't see it over here. There's a living number of them, and every dollar of profit will be donated to the Park Service to help them continue to preserve our beautiful state. My mother and I created the pin, which includes 52 state parks, as well as the 7 national parks, and the Buffalo National River is featured on it. Remember to enjoy Arkansas. I've also created a video that includes my full plan and ways that you can even get involved to help my project with cleaning up parks. Hello, my name is Jace Barton. I'm the Arkansas State President. I'm here in Crooked Creek at Harrison, Arkansas, my hometown. I'm here to tell you about my project, which is cleaning up Arkansas's national parks. As a Boy Scout for many years, and an Eagle Scout in fact, I've always been in the outdoors. And it pains me whenever I see trash on the ground or a neglected campground. And it always warms my heart whenever I see people cleaning up or whenever I clean up myself. Millions of people visit state parks in Arkansas every year. Even if it's just 1% of those people litter, that's still 10,000 pieces of trash. But most trash isn't intentional. Sometimes you open up your car door and a receipt flies out. Same goes out in parks. Wrappers fall out of pockets and cans fall off of boats. As I'm filming this video, I can see 6 pieces of trash surrounding me. Ways to get your local society involved would be to pick one of our 52 state parks and sponsor a cleanup. Always follow no trace. Always leave anywhere you go better than you found it. Go camping and show correct procedure on cleaning up after yourself. You can take your friends, family, or society to one of the many national historic places here in Arkansas. Here I am at the historic Hotel Seville. Visit one of our 7 national parks and ask about volunteer opportunities, or speak with a ranger and see how the park might need service. Today, me and some other volunteers from the Park Service went on the Buffalo River and pulled out 13 tires, probably 14 bags of trash, and over 100 pounds of scrap. It felt amazing to give back to a park that has given me so much. Did you know there are over 150 American Revolutionary Patriots buried in the state of Arkansas? Take some time and go find one. Here's one, Jordan Milam from Virginia. Make sure and take a picture with it and send it to me. I look forward to all the great progress we're going to make in cleaning up Arkansas. Make sure to log your hours and take pictures and send them to me. Remember, it's not all work. Let's have a little fun. I'm here in Waverly, Illinois, in the middle of a cornfield at the Rogers Cemetery. In front of me is Augustus Sims, my American Revolutionary War patriot. Take the time and research where your patriot is buried at. And if possible, try and seek them out. If you can get a seek and selfie with your own patriot, you can one-up me. Not like it's a competition, but I like to win. The other part of my parents here today to talk about something very dear to my heart. The children of the American Revolution in Arkansas is on a rapid decline. Today, I believe we only have 6 chapters and currently 79 members across the entire state. To put that in perspective, there are more people in this room than there are children of the American Revolution in the entire state of Arkansas. We've lost around 20 members this year to aging out alone. Personally, my chapter only has 3 to 4 active members in our community. In our community, you say something, Grandma? I could have sworn I heard something, I'm sorry. In our community, yeah, I thought I heard something. In our community, we do things such as create Valentine's for veterans, participate in our DAR chapter, 4th of July activities, Bells Across America, Constitution Week, celebrate Veterans Day, help with Wreaths Across America, help fill Christmas shoebox care packages for veterans, and creating Christmas cards for veterans. The CAR gives kids like me the opportunity to provide meaningful service. My goal is to broaden the scope and reach of the CAR in Arkansas. Almost everyone in this room knows someone who is under 21 and loves to help people. Many young children love to perform acts of kindness and never really get the opportunity to make someone's day better. I'm not asking you all to go in the streets to recruit people, but a simple text to a sister or grandchild asking them if they would like to get involved to make someone's day better. If only one person is added into the folds of the CAR, it will make this goal a reality. For a journey of 1,000 miles must start with a single step. If there's no chapter near you and you really, really want to become involved, please reach out to me and we can probably get a chapter set up here. In conclusion, I appreciate the way the DAR and CAR work side by side in many projects. Let us continue to work together in the future and help build the CAR into a stronger group while helping the community around all of us. Working to make the world a better place any way we can. Thank you, Madam State Regent, for allowing me to speak. And before I sit down, I would like to give you one of my pens.
Thank you so much. Isn't that amazing, ladies? I told him I was putting him first as the first presenter so he wouldn't have to sit there and be anxious. But after you've seen how I fumbled this, I'm sure you were perfectly fine. I can do it that way. Let's help him out. We all have grandchildren, great-grandchildren, children that are eligible for CAR. Let's help him out by picking up that piece of trash that we see. Let's support our beautiful home of Arkansas, because a journey of service should always lead you home. Our next presenter, you get these glasses back out that is Barbara Lewis, the state membership. Who we got? I'm sorry. State Speaker Staff, perhaps I should go by the slide. State Speaker Staff, Honorary State Regent Susan Beal. She is the chair of the State Speaker Staff. And how many of you weren't even aware of the State Speaker Staff? Just raise your hand. We got several people here that are not familiar with it. Susan.
Madam State Regent, goodness, what an act to follow. I could be calm and collected and still couldn't do as well as you. So, thank you, Chase. Do you need a speaker at your chapter? The Arkansas State DAR speaker staff is here to help you. These 4 ladies love to share with others, especially with other chapter members. Those members are Kathy Bateman, please stand as I call your name. She knows everything about the VA and lots of other things too. Then we have Dr. Allison Holland, who knows all about literacy, the DAR Museum, Family History Projects, Veterans Projects, and many, many other projects. She is wonderful too. Marilyn Sigel, who is not here today, but she's our genealogist and historian, and she has some costume sometimes when she does speak. Go to our website on the Arkansas State Speaker stuff and you can see a list of the programs that they offer. I am Susan Beal. I do programs on the veterans, insignia, how to write your own obituary, and other topics that you might want. Please look at the Arkansas website for the full list of topics and call these ladies. And thank you, Madam Regent, for allowing me to chair this committee. Thank you.
How to write your own obituary. Which triggered a thought, we're all going to need one, first of all. Second of all, my father lived into his 90s. And I came in and he's marking up some copy that he's written. And I asked him what it was. He said, it's my obituary. I'm having to edit it for the third time. All my pallbearers died on it. So his last edit, he just put my grandsons. Didn't even name them, just in case. Our third presenter is Barbara Lewis, and Barbara is the state membership chair.
Okay, I am finding some interesting things. I've been trying to poll and find out how many chapters have a membership chair, and a lot of them don't. Some of them have, oh, we just let this person do it along with the other job they're doing, and so it gets left behind because the other one is more pressing. So we want to talk a little bit about the duties of a membership chair. But first off, I'm going to say what National is thinking right now. I know I'm out of order here. The mission of the membership committee is to work to support the goals of the right administration, of course, through recruitment, retention, and engagement of members. Now, everybody in this room is a DAR member. That means you are an official recruiter. How many of you talk to other people about DAR? And you're excited about it. And you're not going, well, I sure am mad about what such and such did in my chapter this week. I'm not going to the next meeting. You know, stuff like that kind of discourages recruitment. So, what they suggest we do is assign a membership chair to every chapter. Do not make your registrar do two jobs. When she is introduced to prospective members, they have a bond and they form a relationship with each other. When she gets them verified as a member of your chapter, you need to move her or wean her off the registrar and your lineage committee and put them involved in the chapter by letting your membership chair assimilate her, get her involved in the committee, introduce her to other members, get her involved. That's where your engagement takes place. So they recommend never having the registrar also have the membership chair position, because you do want to wean them off and get them working in your chapter, or they're going to drop on you from lack of interest. They suggest also when you pick up do your membership packet for your new members, that, you know, some people give you a little DAR pin and a subscription to this American Spirit, or some past copies of that for them to look at. Maybe a pin with your chapter name on it and a few other things. But if you go online, you will find where they do business cards, where you can do business cards with the insignia on it and different things like that. They also have where you can print off address labels. And it has a new template with a new design. An awful sheet of address labels for that new member. Put it in your membership packet and give it to her. You know, that's a nice, easy, cheap way of doing things. We all need to go out and find members for our chapters. I mean, this is something that keeps us growing. And once we find those new members, we also need to keep them engaged. There is something that National is doing to help you. They've been doing this for several years. It's called the PMD. It's Prospective Members Database. All registrars should be accessing this database. Every one of you. Some of you don't have your e-membership access. If you don't know how to get that, get a hold of me. I'll walk you through it. You need to go to your chapter's prospective database and look at the names there. These are free members for you. All you have to do is contact them. These are people that have contacted National and said, hey, I want to be a DAR member. Find me a chapter. Have them call me. Let's work on this. I want to be a member. And if you don't contact them, you're losing a member. I mean, they're knocking on your door wanting to get in. So as membership chair, I will assign them to a chapter. If there's 3 or 4 chapters in your town, I rotate. So everybody gets equal opportunity. And I will assign them to your chapter. As regent and registrar, you will get the email that says such and such's name, address, if she knows her patriot, which may not be true or may be true. And she may have a state wrong or whatever. But contact them. They want you to do this hopefully within 48 hours of me sending it to you, so that people don't go, oh, they're never going to call me. Nobody cares. Nobody wants me. Some of the people on this database have a 2012 date on them. And in the status section, no one has contacted them. 2012, do you think she's still interested? She thinks nobody cares. So I want you as registrars or regent, if your registrar can't do it, to go on the database, check who's on there, change the status, contacted, pending, there's several options. And if you keep contacting that person, never get a hold of you, you can't hook up with them for any reason, put remove on it and I'll take them off. That's very easy. Now, they have a suggestion, it's kind of sneaky, on how to retain membership and keep it from dropping on you. How many of you have ever had a supplement party, a paper party for supplements? Some of you have. Get your genealogists in your chapter together, call a date, let your membership know, tell them to come, we're going to work on your supplements. If a person has a pending supplement, which right now is 18 months or so before it's verified, they're not going to drop. They're going to wait on that supplement. And this is a way to get your chapter members involved. And like I said, they don't drop if they've got a supplement pending. I have some papers here. Every chapter is listed on it. I'm going to pass these around. Please write down your membership chair's name in line. If you have any problems, any questions, I can work you through this stuff. That's what I'm here for. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. Rather than sneaky, it's a creative way. A creative way to retain members. And it's a very good one, I might add. Supplementals are running 17 months right now, so at least they shortened that. Okay. Our fourth presenter is, turn my page to Sharon Bodie. Is that correct? I have that I was Chris, but
Okay. I have Chris, Madam
I
State
have
Regent.
Chris as well, but okay.
You're,
Chris, would you like to? It doesn't matter. Sharon's up here now, so.
do I need to
Do we
introduce
have
the video?
Chris?
Yeah, so when just at the end, speaking, give it to
Yeah,
me and I'll.
okay.
Got it.
Sharon is gonna go with you. Chris, you're gonna go ahead. Everybody's up here, we'll just have a party. We'll have a supplement party.
I just want to introduce myself. My name is Chris. I am a DARM at the Harrison Colony chapter. They have been very sweet to adopt me from Mississippi. I'm very kind of them. And you guys are going to get to hear from me over the next several months. And you're going to get to hear me say, how can I help? I say that a lot, so I hope you'll let me know. My job here is to connect with chapter officers like regents and registrars and treasurers, and to see which chapters would benefit most from additional VIS help. BIS is here to help you, not just to maintain the state website. We have a lot of other jobs too. We are also, we want our chapters to really succeed with the technological things DAR, state, and national have available to us. We want you all to thrive, not just survive, okay? So my job is to find out sort of which of three buckets you fall into. You guys are set, you're BIS capable, you are ahead of the game. Then the folks who might need a little additional help, they haven't really identified it yet. And then the third group who need a whole lot of help, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to find all three of these and where you belong, and we want everybody to be in that first bucket. We want to get you there. So some of you are going to, well, I'm going to talk to you a whole lot. Some of you, may just talk to me once or twice and make sure that you have all you need, even going into your next set of officers. Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry. Can everybody hear me now? Okay, sorry. And don't let the Mississippi accent throw you. Sorry. Okay, thank you. So like I said, we want to make sure everybody has the tools they need, and if you're not reaching out to BIS help for things like getting your e-membership up to date, or publishing your calendars, or uploading your yearbook, we want to make sure you guys have the tools you need, and we want to simplify things as much as possible. We know some of the state, especially the national tools available to you, can be a little overwhelming. If you're not super into computers, maybe the way some of us are. So we want to make sure we help with that. And before I turn this over to the little video I made about uploading the yearbook, I want to, anybody who wants to write down my cell phone number.
What's your last name?
Schmied, and that is SCHMIEV. Very German. And Chris.Schmied.
Is it spelled Chris?
CHRIS. I'm sorry. I brought everybody else a name tag in our chapter and forgot mine. That's how it works. So it's Chris.Schmied at arkansas-dar.org, and my cell phone number. And please introduce yourselves when you text me. I'm going to go like my kid. Who does? I don't know. 901-568-7420. If I start getting calls about car warranties, I'm going to know who to blame. Okay. All right. So I did do a little video, and you're going to see a lot more of this coming. So if you have topics you would love to see me demonstrate, you let me know. I will make you a video. We'll have that. I think we're going to put this on our YouTube channel and Facebook. Okay, the website, these are going to go all over the place, all right? I'm going to introduce you just with a little video I made to show you how to upload a digital copy of your yearbook.
Hi, I'm here to show you how to upload your chapter's yearbook in a digital format. So I went to the Arkansas DAR page and logged into the members only area. From here, I'm in the member dashboard. So I just want to scroll down enough to see yearbook in the right-hand navigation and click it. This page shows me I can see state information, but I'm here to upload our chapters, so I'm going to click on the chapter yearbook information link. From here, I can view chapter yearbooks, but I want to upload ours, so I'm going to click on the uploader. Here there are some instructions. I want to click on the Add Your Files button. Then I'll use the Uploader Navigation tool to find our chapter yearbook. I'm using a PDF. And then it will just depend on the speed of your internet access. The uploader will take a minute. And there, I can see that it's uploaded. I'm actually going to go back and just make sure the uploader works. So I'm just going to go back a page to that main chapter yearbook page. And from here, I want to view, and I want to see all of the files. It's going to show me everything that's been uploaded from all the chapters, and there I see ours. So I know it uploaded, and I am good to go.
Pretty simple, right? Totally easy? Yeah. Nobody got lost? Okay. And if you guys say, hey, the last video was great, but you were way too fast, slow that thing down, I will do that, okay? So you guys just have to let me know. That's all I have. Thank you, Madison.
Thank you, Chris. And I know that maybe you didn't hear it all, or it went a little fast for you, but again, she will slow it down. And that's the thing. If you contact Chris, it's just a one-on-one with Chris. So you're going to be able to hear her. She will take it at your pace, walk you through it. You can write down the steps and refer to it the next time you need it. One of the advantages, and there are many, of uploading your chapter yearbook is right down at the back of the room, against the wall, there are a number of little blue baskets for the state regent, the state vice regent, the recording secretary, VIS, and each of the 5 district directors. And if you're printing out your yearbooks, then you got to put one of these in the basket. And if you don't have them today, then you have to mail them to all of those people. So you've got the added expense of printing more yearbooks, the added expense of the postage. But if you upload it, you don't have to do that. So it's a cost savings. Plus, this is a protected website. We can no longer email our yearbooks, a mandate from the National Society because of security purposes. But this is a protected site. So if your members prefer to have a digital access to their yearbook, they can just go on there and view it. And you saw we've got 4 or 5 right now that have already done that. We hope that we'll have a lot more. I hope any of you that have any questions, Chris is going to be the VIS liaison. She's going to work with you to update. We have a member who has a new address. You chapter treasurers are the first point of contact because it's membership renewal time. And they're going to send you in a check, and it's going to have an address on it. And you may update it in your notes. That helps you, but it doesn't help everyone else. Because what we know to put in the yearbook, or if I need to contact someone, or any of you need to contact each other, is we know what's in the membership, and that's all. Because we didn't get the address, phone number, or email updated. Chris is going to show you how to do that. She's going to show you all of these wonderful things that you may have a question about. She will be the liaison that will contact you, and you will contact her if you're having trouble with any of that.